Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dorian Show. We have our second guest, return guest, Lukas Mateus, everybody. How's that steak, dude?
It's not bad.
Yeah. How?
It's a ribeye, so it's a lot of fat, you know?
Yeah.
You got to eat around the fat.
No, you eat the fat, dude.
No, that's why you get fat.
No. Don't let me tell you about keto. No, we're not going to talk about that right now. So let's just talk about what happened at the Improv. So what?
Someone was shot on stage. They were dead.
I wish.
There was blood everywhere.
I wish. So today was the open mic, and the best set would get like a guarantee spot the next night. And I just want to say I really needed that guarantee spot, dude. It's really bumming me out right now.
Everybody does, man.
Tell me the truth. Did you think my set was good enough to, like, did I have a chance? Do you think? I left right after my set because I was.
Let me be honest. The steak is delicious.
Thank you, sir.
Dorian provided steak, so anybody who does his podcast, he does provide food.
If you give me a blowy.
We have cigarettes, which I voted for during, but he wants to do after.
Yep.
What'd you ask me?
The set was it good enough to be in? Was it good enough to be in like the set of the night or whatever they're called?
You had a good set, but there were other sets that were better. So no, I guess to be picked, no.
Did the two people who get picked, were they the ones that were better?
The Cameron dude, yeah, I don't remember who else it was, but I mean, like, people do well there, you know.
Nick Taravello.
Nick, yes.
Did well tonight?
Nick Taravello, like, he got up and did like mostly like crowd work, really, like riffed on like the room and like what's been going on in the room, and just made I think he does that really well. He always makes fun of what's going on in the room.
Yeah,
and that did really well.
Okay, well, I guess I feel a little better, but not really.
No, you had a good set, but I mean, that's you can have a good set at that place and still not get picked by the improv bookers, but that doesn't mean that's not good. There's still over 100 comedians that see you do well, and some of those people produce shows, and they might hit you up, they might add you on Facebook, they might or Instagram, they might never talk to you, they might just dap you up and then never talk to you.
You know what did happen? An open mic added me right after I did my set.
An open mic place?
I don't know. Let me see. I thought it was a person.
Oh, I forget. Dorian took my knife from me because he won't let me.
Do you need it back? I thought you finished cutting it.
No, man. Look, I'm trying to just enjoy the steak, but you're like he's very anal about the couch. This lovely.
I just don't want stuff just dropping shit. But
what do you think I am? 12?
Dude,
I eat food on my couch on a regular. I'm a fucking
Eagle Death Mike started following me after that set.
Okay, I'm a fucking scumbag.
I'll get you the knife back. It's early enough where I could cut this out.
Why are you gonna cut this out? This is the best part. This is the real meat of the podcast. You see what I said? Meat of the podcast. So we don't even need you here, Dorian, to keep doing this podcast. You can go take a break, go to bed, whatever your problem is. Oh, he's back.
But yeah, all right. I don't know. I've been feeling down about comedy lately.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like, fuck. And having a good set doesn't make me feel good. Like I had a pretty good set last Wednesday at the Improv again. But I think tonight it went better, and I was like, fuck, I need Rita. The booker was in the room, and I'm like, I need her to pick me, dude. I can't. But she didn't, so enough about me.
You're in the wrong business if that's what you need, man.
So enough about me, dude. You decided...
It's mostly rejection.
You almost broke my heart when you told me you were going to leave. But then you decided to stay.
You don't know what I'm doing.
Are you not staying anymore? Tell the people what's going on.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, they do. If they're listening right now, dude, if you guys are watching this is way better than listening because he's just munching on a steak.
Everybody watches podcasts now. It's not just.
It's true. I get all the hits are from YouTube, but some people listen to
people
it on
like
Spotify.
clips. This is for the clips, Dorian. You gotta think of the clips.
I'm not gonna make a fucking clip.
And you won't let me yell because your neighbor's next door.
Yeah, dude. We're separated by like a thin skirt of a wall, dude.
All right. Well, don't they annoy you? It's payback time.
You know, I'm a nice guy. But yeah, dude, you're not gonna talk. You don't want to talk about that. You're not.
I mean, I told you I didn't really want to talk about it because, like,
We don't have to talk about it.
I'm like gonna potentially move, and it's not because like life is great. It's because I don't have any money, so there's nothing to like brag about, and there's nothing even to announce because nobody cares. I'm not. I have under 1,000 followers on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like I'm so like.
No, I'm talking about like people that listen to this. They might not know you. I think a lot of people go through the same
Good.
stuff.
They don't need to know. They don't care.
With comedy.
If anybody listens to this that you don't know, it's probably somebody I know, right? So then, say it's somebody from Ohio. They don't. I don't know. I might move in a year, and I might not.
Okay.
It just depends on if I have any money by 6 months, but not just money, like proof.
Would it be easier if I gave
that
you scissors?
I will always have money forever. Scissors for what?
To cut the steak.
I mean, I'm fine, but if it would make you happier, I have control of this. What do you think I'm gonna do? Like slap this thing across the room?
Well, I'm just saying you're eating all of that now. I know you're saying you're only taking a couple bites, but the fuck, dude? You like.
Well, it's because
you got your dirty ass palms all over the fucking whole thing.
My hands are clean. First of all, it's because you're so like I can tell it's like making you uncomfortable. So I'm trying not to accidentally drop the fork. You know, and I respect that. I asked you when I came in if you wanted me to take my shoes off, and I did. You know.
Thank you for that.
It's just like you should do a filet mignon. This is like all fat. You eat this?
Ribeyes are better than filet mignon.
No, that's false. You eat this? True. You eat this piece of fat?
Sometimes.
Ugh, that's so gross.
When I was just sticking to that diet, when I was just eating a steak a day, like I need every calorie I could get, so I could stay fat. No, so
but do you? Is that like who says that? Joe Rogan?
No, fat. You can't just eat all protein. That's why you get a ribeye. That's why I think ribeyes are better because there's fat.
Well, what I'm saying is like the whole carnivore thing.
Oh, I just don't do carbs because I can't.
What is everybody trying to prove?
I'm just trying to lose weight. Carbs, I can't lose weight on carbs because I don't get.
So eat like a salad.
I don't like salad.
And instead of we discussed this. Listen to the first episode we did. He's like, I go for a walk around the lake. I just go 2 laps and that's it every time. Like, you don't ever try to push yourself. You don't try to maybe run 2 laps or maybe walk 3 laps or nothing. Or like
1 lap is like 3.5 miles, dude.
But I mean, like push it a little bit more because if you push it a little bit more, run.
Well, the whole thing's about sustainability. I went to the gym almost every day this month, and I walked almost every day. So I think I'm doing pretty well. I didn't lose any weight, but I think I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's definitely better than just sitting on your couch in your apartment with nothing on the walls.
You know what? I want this to be a neutral spot. That's why.
But you know what this says when you have like babes come over? It says,
put some shit on my wall.
It says serial killer. You know?
Or it could say you could be the one that puts up shit, and I'll just be like, fuck.
Women don't want. Women in 2023 don't want some guy they have to just take care of. Not LA women. You need to move to the Midwest if that's what you want.
I don't like anything. What would I put on the wall? Anything I put on the wall would just be like,
hate this. If you want like a woman to take care of you, you need a good God-fearing like Midwestern.
Ooh, I'm getting a
how's
chub.
It going, brother? Type
I'm
woman.
getting a chub right now, except for that last part. But yeah, man. I mean, comedy is tough, dude.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan? Like, what's going to be different for this year? Because I want you to be successful, obviously.
I mean, I guess then you try and find a second job, but
I mean, for like comedy wise, I mean, I guess so. Yeah,
just
find
try.
A second job.
Just go to Mike. I mean, it's like the reason I'm moving is because I can't afford, to live out here,
right?
Pay bills and pay to do stand up.
Yeah,
I need to be getting paid to do stand up. That's the fucking difference that needs to be happening here.
Yeah,
and. Well, yeah, of course, no shit. That's what everybody wants, but that doesn't just happen just because you think it's going to happen. That doesn't happen just because you've done comedy for 8 years and you have like 2 good jokes. That doesn't fucking matter. Like,
yeah.
So
I'm saying we need a plan. You're just gonna do the same thing then? You're making friends, right? I feel like I'm just starting to like meet new people and make more friends and. It was just you, Denny, and Shayna for the longest time, and then I don't know what happened to Denny. He just left. He's just one day he just left.
No, it's definitely about networking. You got to network out here.
Yeah. And I'm not.
Any of your listeners are trying to be comics.
Jeez.
What else you got? Come on. This is your podcast.
Watching you eat, man. Well, I wanted to ask you what
this is content right here. This is what people are going to want.
Me
eating a steak.
I'm going to make a clip of just every time you take a bite. Like, no.
You'll probably get 1 billion hits. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, TikTok. You're welcome, China. This is a dog that I'm eating right now.
Shout out, dude. But I don't know. I mean, for me, it's, I don't know. I mean, obviously, we're like in a certain position different, but like still, I don't know where the fuck comedy is going. I don't even know if I'll even get booked at like private shows or small shows. Like, I don't even see like for me personally, I don't really see like a road out of here. That's why I was like,
that's not the spirit to have.
I need to get picked. I know it's not the spirit, but I don't know like what. I don't even know. I don't know what the roadmap is. I don't know what to do. Like
I don't know either, but I imagine it's hustle.
Yeah.
I imagine it's.
And I'm not doing that. Are you hustling?
In my head, I do sometimes, but when I look at other people and stuff they do, I go, oh, I'm not hustling.
Definitely do.
I used to hustle more than I do now, but it's partially because, not partially, like mostly, money. I'm always like, that's always what I'm thinking about.
Do you think
just money? I need money. I'm broke.
Do you think you want comedy? Is that your top thing that you want? Because I don't even know if I want it that bad.
What do you mean, doing stand up?
Yeah, like so like let's say for like, because you're thinking about money all the time. Like, would you downgrade? Would you like live in an apartment with like 1 million people?
I've downgraded moving to this shit state.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, well, how
I have downgraded. My life was way better in Ohio.
I know, but would you like live in an RV or stuff like that?
No.
Okay, that's what I was just asking. Because I know for sure I don't want it that badly. Like, I would never have a roommate. If someone said like if
I would do a roommate if I was single, absolutely I would do a roommate, and I would do a roommate with my girlfriend, either one single person or a couple.
Okay.
Not like two individual people.
I see.
So if you guys break up, get the fuck out. I could do roommates, but I'm not gonna do like living in my car. Like, I have a friend that lived in his car out here, but he did that back in his 20s. I probably would have absolutely done that in my 20s, but
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do a lot of things. Like, I totally get where you're coming from, because I would have moved home.
But see, that's the problem, though.
I'm glad you're not, but I'm just saying, I know for me, I'd be like, if it's getting too expensive for you, I'll just go bum with my parents. But I don't know your situation with your parents either.
That's the problem, though, with you is, I think I said this on the last podcast we did. You've been doing comedy for like 1.5 years, 2 years. You have the attitude of a comic who's been doing comedy for like 25 years. You have like a comic who's been doing comedy for 25 years and has the same 5 jokes and hasn't made it. But obviously you've only been doing it for a year.
But I only do have to. Oh, that's the other thing, dude. Some motherfucker was like recording people out there.
Was he really?
Yeah, dude.
I know somebody said something, but was he?
Yeah.
Like, did he record you?
Yeah, and then I was
at the
like,
Improv.
Fuck, dude.
Who was it?
I think he was some Asian dude.
An Asian dude?
Yeah.
Dude, you should have fucking out-Asianed him.
You know what I did? I did narc on him. The guy that yelled at Herm in the eye? I told him, I was like, hey, you work here, right? I was like, that motherfucker's recording.
Did he do anything?
I don't know. I think he just talked to the guy.
He was like, whatever. He's like, go fuck yourself.
But I was like, fuck, dude. I mean, I only have like 3 to 5 minutes, dude. I don't want people to steal my shit. I'm not saying it's the best shit.
No one's going to steal your jokes, bro. Don't worry. Not that they're bad jokes. Just no one. I don't think anybody does that.
People definitely steal jokes.
If you do Dorian's podcast, he also has a full fridge of Diet or a Coke Zero. So, what's the difference between Coke Zero and Diet Coke?
Probably the sweetener.
You don't know for sure, though?
I don't know. It tastes different, though.
That's why. So you like this more than Diet Coke?
Yeah. When I drink Diet Coke, it tastes like water.
Have you ever side by side Diet Coke on this?
No.
Neither have I.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. Comedy's rough. How are you doing? How are you doing? Besides being broke and almost having to leave, how's everything else? Good.
I like that you're like you do this podcast. You're like it's just like a hangout, and you make it so unhangouty.
Well, hang. I mean, I feel like I'm say something like.
You're supposed to be letting me eat my steak and throw it around and yell and smoke cigarettes.
No, I'm not trying to get kicked out of here. Rent control, baby, 2.5% a year.
How do you get rent? How do you get rent control when you just moved in here?
I think West Hollywood just has rent controlled.
So what this?
So once I move in, they can't raise more than 2.5%. Is what I'm thinking.
What, every year?
Yeah.
Oh, so they can raise your rent every year.
2.5%.
Which is what, like
$30, $40. I'm not trying to get evicted here.
I don't think you get evicted if me and you right now each smoked a cigarette. Not we shared one like a couple of figs, but like we each had 2 cigarettes.
Yeah.
And your windows open and like a fan or something going. I think one time you could get away with it. I'm not saying do it.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't do it either. Actually, I probably would because I'm stupid. But
I wouldn't do it just because I don't want the smell of cigarettes in here.
I said earlier you probably weren't fun at sleepovers, and then you said you never went to sleepovers.
Dude.
Don't touch me.
Do
you see that?
Let me tell you, when I was a kid, I would use my parents as an excuse that I can't go to sleepovers.
You'd be like, they're mean. They won't let me come over.
Yeah, I was like, nah.
They don't like white people. They don't like black people. They won't let me
Dude,
come over.
when I was a kid, all I knew was like Asian people, dude.
Really? You only had Asian friends? That was like forced on you?
Up until high school.
Was that forced on you?
I went to a school that was all like Chinese kids.
So it was forced on you.
Even the black kid was like half Chinese. So
there was like a half Chinese kid in there?
Yeah, there's a couple of half.
Did you not speak English when you?
No, I spoke English. I mean, I didn't speak English until I went to school. I just learned it one day. How is it, by the way? My English.
It's. I mean, I wouldn't have. So wait, do you remember a time in your life when you did not speak English?
Absolutely. In kindergarten, I did not speak English, and then one day I was just like, "Hey, bitch."
So like growing up as a kid, like you were like, "Ding dong," like the whole thing.
Yeah, basically. Dude, I knew English before I knew English. I remember my grandparents, they used to watch me, and everybody would say hi to them, and the only thing they know to say is, I don't know. So I read recognized words before I even learn how to speak English. I remember like neighbors would be like, oh, hi, and then my grandpa was just like, I don't know. But yeah, I would use my parents as an excuse. Like I don't think they care if I like slept over at a kid's house. I was like, I would love to sleep over your house, dude. It would be so fun playing games all night and do whatever fucking kids did. But I was just like, my parents won't let me.
Tell me, I'm asking you 2 questions. I want them answered, and we'll try to remember. Because sometimes we get off course, you know. The first part, what did you like to do? What would be your ideal hangout as a like, 12-year-old? What's your ideal hangout?
When I was at that time, I was probably like playing video games, I guess. But it was like, I'm like a nerd. I don't really play video games now, but when I did, I played like Final Fantasy as a kid.
So like when you were like 12, what was out? 12, you're like around my age, so it would have been like
Final Fantasy
it would have been like
maybe?
N64, GameCube.
I know the first system I had was like PlayStation 1.
So what'd you
But
play?
I was like 10. Like a racing game.
Like what, Gran Turismo or something?
Yeah, and like mostly Final Fantasy games. I'm a nerd. I like stuff that's like I could read. I don't like too much like quick twitch muscles, dude. I'm a nerd.
So you like to just like have a game that you put it on and then you sit there and watch like a video for 5 minutes?
Well, you're reading the RPG.
But I'm saying you're reading like it's like a story.
I like the story.
It's like a story for 5 minutes and then you play and then it's another story.
And even the battles is like turn based, so it's like.
What do you get? Like, why do you like that?
I like stories.
So do you like watching TV series and movies? Are you like a big movie guy?
Sometimes. I mean, I watch all the Marvel
What do you do? Like, look, for your listeners, we're in Dorian's apartment. He's West Hollywood, right? This is West Hollywood?
Yeah.
This apartment probably had fucking James Franco in it when he first came to Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like, this place probably had like cocaine on the floor, horrors in the bedroom, like, blood on the wall, something cool. Like, this building's pretty old. This building's probably been here since the 70s, 80s. Like,
maybe.
Dorian has nothing on his walls. There's a floor unit air conditioner in the corner, a really nice computer system, Which would be cool if he was like some super extreme gamer or like gambler or hacker, but you just do it for porn and work.
Basically. Yeah, I mean,
he's got a great TV, and then he's sitting here telling me that he doesn't watch TV or movies.
I rarely watch TV.
You just have that?
Yeah. I bought it for here, and I was like, maybe I'm going to watch something.
In case I got bitches coming over.
Yeah, I'll be like, yo, check out this TV.
Netflix and chill on my waiting room size.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty boring, dude. Sometimes I watch shows, but it's very rare.
So, like, if you were, like, super rich and loaded, like, you know, you, like, killing it at comedy, everybody wants to come see you, what are you spending your money on?
Probably a home gym and a studio to do dedicated room to do my podcast. So I don't need to drag everything out like this. I'm simple, dude. Like this is exactly what I do every day. I work, I go to the gym, and I walk, and then I eat, and I do comedy. And if I have time, I go to the coffee shop and I read.
Dude, I act like I do a bunch of shit. I do the same thing. I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah.
So not that you're a loser,
but then you like watch TV with like your girl and stuff, right?
Yeah, but I would watch TV and movies and stuff by myself anyway.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't like need somebody to do that. I mean, I will admit, like, in my late 20s, early 30s, like, I was not like a homebody, a couch potato type person.
Yeah.
And since I've been with a girl who is kind of a homebody, like, I have become more of a homebody.
Yeah.
And therefore, I'm like, you know, more into watching shit.
Yeah. Well, you said about me, like, being anxious with like you driving. I'm just like an anxious person. I need to, like, if I'm not doing anything, I need to get out.
Have you ever like asked yourself, why am I anxious?
I don't know.
You don't know if you've ever asked yourself that?
Yeah,
have you ever thought about it?
It might be anxious. I feel like I'm wasting my life. I have thought about it. I know exactly why. I feel like I'm wasting my life if I'm not doing something productive.
Right. So like make it small things, like decorate your apartment. You come in, you see his apartment.
I wouldn't enjoy it. It would just be more shit. I gotta like.
So what do you enjoy? What would make you happy?
Me?
Yeah.
This
is a therapy session.
If I do well in comedy. Right now, or I get to go to the gym. Like if I don't go to the gym, I feel pretty shitty. If I don't.
What do you do? Like what do you do when you're out doing stand up and you like kill or whatever? Or you feel you have a great night.
I felt like I had a pretty good night tonight.
You come here and you just pace back and forth in your empty apartment, like yeah.
I would work on my work for tomorrow early. That's how boring. I would I would have ate that steak.
What if someone was like, what if like you, let's say we did a set of the night is an open mic that the Comedy Store does, you know.
That I did not get.
That you haven't gotten picked for. You've gotten picked before though. It's random. They do it like once a month.
Oh yeah, I've got up before.
Yeah, and so everybody shows up, and you get picked for the set of night, possibly to do the open mic on Monday. But what if you did so well randomly, or just fucking crushed, that they were like, dude, fuck, like set of the night, like you want to be a door guy, you want, like, let's say like fucking whoever one of your favorite comics is, it happens to be in the room watching you and is like, fucking yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, come on tour with me. You're not gonna go celebrate that night. You're not gonna go like get drunk. You're not gonna.
No, I would. Probably. I mean, it depends who was there.
I would probably.
It depends who was there, right? It's like if you and our other friends who basically just you, Ryan and Shayna, like if you guys weren't there, like I would just go home. Maybe I'll go get something late to eat. I don't know what's out there. Maybe I'll get something to eat.
I think if it was me and like you said, like my friends weren't there.
Yeah.
Like my 3 fucking friends weren't there. I would, if it was that big of a deal, if I had just fucking like whatever, got some amazing offer from doing stand up.
Yeah.
I'm like loose enough friends with enough people here that I would like whoever I felt the closest, whoever the loosest friend I feel the closest with, I'd be like, dude, let's fucking, you know.
Really?
Let's go do something. I don't know. Let's go do something. Let's go fucking drink. Let's go eat some food at the very least. Like,
yeah, I might go eat something by myself because I'm fat. But
that's a great way to celebrate. You go get a slice of pizza, some cheesecake, something. You know.
I might, but like,
some Coke Zero.
I mean, at least here in LA, like you know what sucks though, because I'm thinking about like the results. So like, I would think I did really well. Like, I think if this was when I first moved here and I had a set like I did tonight, I would be like super hyped. But that moment, like the moment I got off the stage, all I could think about was like, is Rita gonna give me a fucking 5-minute spot? That's all I was thinking about. Like the moment, like I felt good when I was up there, but like the moment I you're not smoking that. The moment I got
I was
off,
still trying to see if I could get you to forget that you didn't
I was
care.
about to give it to you, but now I had to punch you right in the face right after. Yeah, I felt good when I was up there, but like the moment I got off, like it was just like I don't feel it anymore. I used to get like the high after like a good set.
We could get high right now.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you still feel good if you have like a really good set at like the Improv?
If I have a good set, I want to kill myself because I know it's the last time I'm gonna have a good set.
Damn. You know what does want to make me want to kill myself is when I have a good set, but it's like my oldest jokes ever, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't. Like I can't. I'm not gonna be successful.
No, that should make you feel bad. But like, I used to when I first started doing stand up, like about the same time, like 2 years in.
Yeah.
I used to see guys that I knew had been doing stand up like for 9 years or something like that, you know, and I'm a new guy. And I'd see them after these 2 years of seeing them, and it's like they're still doing the same jokes. Like every once in a while, they'd throw like a new joke in there, and it would bomb, and then they would just go back to doing their old shit. It's like that's bad and good. I think like you should definitely have like 5 minutes of jokes that you've been doing since the moment you like pretty much started. Like whenever you first started getting your first good jokes, you should hang on to those for a long time.
I mean, the set I did tonight, most of it, I had those jokes when I was in San Francisco.
And do you ever try to add to them? Maybe not at the Improv when you're like technically auditioning, but
I've
like
done other jokes that do well, but I knew these jokes would work.
Yeah. No, I mean that's good.
I think that's also why I probably wasn't hyped about it. It's just because I was like, oh, I kind of did stuff I knew would work.
When you were on stage tonight at the Improv, Rita, the booker, like you know the main one you need to impress, I was sitting at an angle where I could like see her.
She left.
And no, she laughed. She liked your joke about hitting the kid, like when you have to
she's probably heard it like a million times.
But I mean, whatever the point is, if she heard it a million times, it still made her laugh, and she like wrote something in her.
Okay.
She probably was like, "This joke's terrible," but whatever. She wrote something.
She's like, "Haha, never gonna make it."
You didn't go to the town hall thing, right?
No, I was out of town.
I mean, that's what I've told you before. Like, she just says, "Come there and get in front of me as much as possible."
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if people are laughing. It doesn't matter what's going on in the room. It's like her. Just it's all.
Right.
You know. So like.
What do you think about talking to her?
Like after your set.
Or just like
not from stage.
Oh yeah.
Hey Rita, how's this going?
Yeah.
I have never spoken to her, and I've been up on stage a bunch.
Yeah.
I've never talked to her. I've had decent sets. I've had bad sets. I've never talked to her. She's touched me once. Like she patted me on the shoulder once. She asked me for a light once.
Yeah.
And I've never spoken to her. But
I could never quit smoking now, just in case she ever asked me for a smoke.
Now that I know that I'm probably moving in a year, if I get up again, I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna tell her that. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm leaving in a year. Like I've never spoken to you.
Yeah.
I've been up here a fucking bunch of times. I even know you've seen me. I know I've made you laugh. I've heard you. Like I'm not gonna say all this, but like that's what I'm thinking. Like, is it like at least tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and if it's everything, then that's cool. Tell me. I'm not gonna stop doing stand up, but I like doing stand up. So I mean, that's why like it. No offense, but it seems like you're only in it for the payoff. It doesn't seem like you enjoy it.
I do enjoy it, but a lot of it is the payoff.
Would you say more of it is the payoff than just the fact that you enjoy it? What if you what if you could see the future and there was no future in it for you? You're not ever gonna be on TV. You're not ever gonna be in a movie. You're not ever gonna be a writer. You're not ever gonna make money solely off doing stand up. Would you still continue doing it?
It's sad. I'll do it because it's the only thing I have right now.
I mean, it's a hobby. Stand up
I know, but
is a hobby that could potentially pay off.
But this is not just about stand up. You know what I mean? Like this is with like everything. Even when I go on like long hikes, like I don't enjoy the moment of hiking. I enjoy it when I'm done. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people say that.
Yeah, so that's like a lot of stuff I do.
Is that like is that what you feel like when you have sex?
No.
You're like, oh, like fucking. You're like having sex, and you're just like, I'm not fucking enjoying this, and then you cut
until I come.
Until you come, and then and then you're just done.
No.
I mean, that's like most guys having sex, right?
No, not me.
You enjoy the whole thing. Do you enjoy?
Let me just tell you this, dude.
What's your favorite part of sex? Is it foreplay or just the actual penis in vagine?
I like the whole thing, dude.
The whole thing.
I make love, baby.
This is like a. I feel like this is like a 40-year-old virgin
I just
moment.
want to say,
Have you ever had sex?
Yeah, I've had fucking girlfriends.
Dude, I banged like so much puss.
I've had girlfriends. That's the only time I've had sex is only when I'm in a relationship.
You've never had like a one-night stand?
No.
Would you?
It's hard to say.
Listen.
It's hard to say. I want to say no, but that's because I don't.
Let me paint you a picture. Let me paint you a picture.
Yeah.
You get picked for set of the night at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
You go up.
Yeah.
You do your 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Fucking crushes like unbelievable.
Yeah.
People like leave the room laughing, you
Yeah.
know? You're downstairs smoking one of your cigarettes that you just got.
Like barely knowing how to do it. I'm just like.
And you don't have to say the names, but are there any people that you've seen around like in the scene that you are attracted to?
Oh yeah, there's some hotties.
Okay. What if one of those hotties came up to you and was like, Dorian? That was like the funniest shit. It was so funny. Like, started talking to you, buying you drinks.
Yeah.
Like, you buy her a drink, and then she's like, "So what?" It's like 1:00. She's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Would you go hang out with her?
To have sex?
I mean, you don't.
I mean that.
I mean, that is like. I'll tell you right now.
No.
That's what is probably gonna happen if you fucking do it. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's never happened to me.
Right.
But
this is a hypothetical. What do you mean? I guess. Why? Why wouldn't you?
Because I'm like a whole. I really like the whole like being in a relationship kind of thing. But here's the thing though. I've never had like opportunities where like a freaking hot chick just offer that to me. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot. You used to be like really religious, right? Do you think that's part of it?
Maybe. I mean, but I don't know.
We're getting real deep on this podcast.
But like, I don't want to say no because that's never happened to me. Like a really hot girl is just like, let's go have sex. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not saying that's how it would. That's never happened. That's never happened to me. I've never had some hot girl come to me and just like, let's have sex.
But if a really attractive girl was like, hey, you want to hang out tonight? I'd be like, yeah, let's hang out. But then I would think of it more as a way to be like, oh, maybe she'll be my girlfriend.
I mean, that's fine if you think that, but like, just like the fact that you wouldn't, go out.
No, I would go out. I'll go out.
I feel like
if it was, but you know what though? You know what? If tonight I did pretty well. Some guy said two guys told me I had a good set. I didn't even know who they are. But if like a really hot girl was like, hey, you want to hang out tonight? Blah, blah, blah. I would turn them down because I was going to hang out with you.
You would turn down a hot babe for me?
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, I can't today.
Bros before hoes.
Yeah, I think for sure. I'll be like, no, I can't today. But like, hey, we should like exchange info, blah, blah, blah. I probably would have turned them down because I know we would do this amazing podcast.
When I was like 21, I used to hang out with these like guys that would walk around Columbus, Ohio High Street, which is on OSU campus. It's like the main drag, all the bars, all the record stores, all that shit.
Yeah.
And we were like punk rock skateboarder douchebags, you know. Yeah. And everybody has OSU stuff, and it's football game night, Saturday night football game. It was Michigan Ohio State rival game. One of my friends is a tattoo artist. We were all met up at the tattoo shop, and they're all wearing all black hoodies and shit. Yeah. They were like gonna go walk up and down High Street and just like try and like shoulder check like frat bros and get and to start a fight. Like that's what they wanted to go do, and I was like, some girl invited me to a party. I'm gonna go see you guys. Fucking peace.
They also they don't sound like people. I mean, I wouldn't hang out with them.
You're always like swinging at me and trying to fight me. Every time we go out with this fucking guy, I'm just standing there. I'm standing there, mind my own business, and you're like,
yeah, but I don't make contact. Dude. I'm not trying to start a fight with you.
But well, that's exactly why are you doing that then. You should go hang out with people who want to go walk down the street and.
Yeah, but I don't really want to fight.
Well then,
nothing comes.
You don't see me walking around fucking pretending to like grab your fucking like your ass and your dick or like, you know. I don't like pretend to do that, but maybe I want to, you know. Yeah,
I mean, you could. I might hit you for real. From reflex.
You already fed me your meat, so. Why do you have this bruise? You have bruises on your knees. What's happening?
Oh shit!
You need to talk about something.
I dropped I almost broke my foot. I'm so glad it didn't. I was
Someone beating you?
I was doing the bench press, and I was carrying like a 45-pound plate. And I guess it was like
25.
It was like an older plate, so I thought it was on the bar, but it wasn't. So when I let go, it fell. Good thing it hit my knees first. So it hit both my knees at the same time, and it hit me on my foot. And I was like, If it didn't hit my knees first, I think my foot would have been broken.
Did anybody see you? It happen?
Maybe.
Like, it was like loud or whatever? Like, were you like, ah?
I didn't scream.
You cry?
No. I just thought, I was like, fuck, what if this is fucking broken? But that's it. That's why I got these bruises. From kneeling so long. No. But yeah, it was cut a little bit, but yeah, man. How would you celebrate? You would have with a hot chick, not like, hey, oh, you're in a
if I like
relationship
crushed
right now.
or something, and
and
I would go out. No, I'm friended with you because you started talking to me, and
made you feel special.
No. I mean, I wasn't done. You started talking to me, comma, and I didn't know anybody that night at the mic that we were at. So it was like, I was just like, oh, yeah, this dude's talking to me. Talk to him. Nice guy. You know, quite handsome, tall, big. I feel safe and secure. You know, and I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's I'll talk to anybody. It's just nobody wants to talk to me because I think people are like afraid of me or something. I don't know.
Well, when we first talked, I was very new. I was talking to everybody, but like not a lot of people would talk to me a second time.
Wait, say it again.
When we first met, I was basically new in LA to the scene. And I was talking to a lot of people, but I'm saying not a lot of people would talk to me a second time.
They're like, oh, that's enough for me.
Or like they'll just be like, pretend like we didn't talk. Like I'll see them the next week, you know what I'm saying?
Like, would you say what's up to them?
Yeah, or I'll be like, hey, and then they'll be like, hey, and they'll just walk away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's
but that's like the natural kind of thing. Like most people, like I've been here almost a year now. I only have like a couple of people I could call my friends. And most of them are just your friends. That kind of became my friends.
I should be getting paid for this.
Yeah.
I'm bringing people together. I did this in Columbus. I brought people together. I ruined marriages. I did all kinds of stuff.
You know what it is? Maybe you just meet good people.
No, I'm just a swell guy, and nobody fucking believes me.
Maybe
I have this like crusty exterior, and people get like mad at me because I'm a bummer and I'm like a negative person. But I bring people together. I have a good time. I like to laugh. Together. I like to eat and drink and celebrate. Don't ever point your finger at me. I swear.
What do you do, dude? I will fucking crush you, dude. I'll crush you.
What are you gonna sit on me?
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna put this on the internet. Patreon, OnlyFans.
See.
No, you do. You know what? I think the people you hang out with are good people. Like
I'm a swell guy.
I like Ryan a lot. I like Shayna a lot.
Make sure we cut this. I'm a swell guy. That's gonna be my promo for my comedy touring. Come see Lukas Mateus. He's a swell guy. Me eating a steak with no fucking fork.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like I feel like I'm.
You need to relax.
Friends, dude. I can't relax.
You're like all anxious and you're uptight and you don't want to have fun. That's why I was asking you like That's why I was asking you if you like crushed at a comedy, the thing that you said that is like the most important to you and you want to succeed at. If you succeeded at it and you reached the point beyond that you wanted to be at, you wouldn't like cut loose once and like do a fucking line of coke and like go hang out with a stripper and like.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, everything you say is yes, and then followed up immediately with probably, maybe.
Having a good set right now doesn't change my life. My life.
I didn't say set. I said you succeeded at your goal in comedy. Like you're whatever. You have Dorian comes to Netflix. Like whatever.
I would just be doing more of what I'm doing.
Me too, but I'm just saying. Not there's like a 24 hours in a day. Yeah. You wouldn't at some point stop what you're doing and like. Go bang a hooker.
You know what would be crazy? If I was rich, my life would be even more regimented. Like I would do whatever I would do now.
God, you are so Chinese.
And I would add on. I would do like a MMA training, which I did for a while.
I mean, hey, that's good. I'm trying to get you to be a degenerate like myself, and I'm not even a degenerate. I'm like a wannabe degenerate.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really like a. I also liked to be. Having control over myself at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like I do drink, but I don't enjoy like getting drunk to the point where I'm like sloppy. Do you ever notice like when you're out with someone and you're drinking with someone and then you could tell when they like reach that tipping point?
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh, I don't want to talk to them anymore because what they're just talking about doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get annoyed with drunk people, especially when I'm not drunk. But I'm annoyed with it. But at the same time, I just I understand that this is a good moment. It's funny. It's going to be funny tomorrow when I think about it. It's going to be funny tomorrow when I'm at work complaining about my coworker who annoyed the hell out of me when he was drunk. Like, it's going to be funny. So just, get over the fact that it sucks. Like, that's everything. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go to the doctor. I don't want to go to the DMV. I don't want to go to the grocery store. I don't want to come to your podcast. I don't want to do anything.
But this is a great time. You've done it twice.
I know that when I come and do it, there's gonna be something that I'll get out of it that is entertaining. Not something I'll get out of it like I get money. Just like something I personally get out of it. Like it's funny. It was fun. Yeah. It's better than just sitting on my couch and watching Fox News, which is what I would be doing, right now anyway.
Some might say it's the best news. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. No, you're not gonna get it. I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude. But yeah, dude, I guess I'm not a fan. You know what? I like accomplishments, I guess. Like I do feel anxious. Like if on the weekends is the roughest because I don't have work. Like I'm like I should be like reading or writing or
writing what?
Jokes.
Manifesto?
Writing jokes. Maybe write a book. I've tried to write a novel like 10, 20 times.
What about what?
Well, I can't share about that. Right?
You don't want to spill the beans on the podcast?
We can't, but it's like
it's a work in progress.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to talk about because it's never going to be finished. It's barely started.
Can you give me? You won't tell me what the general premise is.
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Tell me. That's all.
I'm trying this latest book I'm trying to write, and when I say that, I haven't touched it in like 3 months.
Okay, just get to it. Don't give me excuses.
Like a vampire. In mid. Back in like the Game of Thrones days, whatever that time is.
Okay, so is it like a Game of Thrones style story, but with vampires?
Not even. No.
Is Blade in it? That's really all I care
Blade's
about.
Not in it.
Then I don't care. Next subject.
But yeah. So yeah, I mean, I try. I haven't got myself there. But that's the other thing too. I have like crippling. What do you call
diarrhea?
No. Procrastination.
You procrastinate.
Like by the time I write a joke down, I've already done it on stage like 20 times.
Oh, I see.
Even though in my mind and my heart of hearts, when I have an idea, I want to write it down, even though I know it's not good at first going, but I want to get it down on paper first. But the action of getting it down on paper is like torture to me.
Do you write down stuff if you like have an idea and you're like out walking on your phone? Do you like write it down real quick?
I try to. I write down like keywords.
What are you doing? Like if you're just walking around the lake that you walk around or whatever, and an idea pops into your head, you don't take your phone out and type it down?
It's rare. Sometimes I do, but a lot of times I don't, which I should get better at because I forget.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like you too. I spend a lot of time walking around thinking about the stock market. What do you think about money?
I don't think about the stock market.
You think about money. I think about the fucking stock market a lot. That's why. Did you know what the other thing I ask people? Like, I started asking all these comics like what they do because I'm trying to look for someone that's in finance and maybe I could start a second podcast that does like finance.
A finance podcast.
Where they're like the main guy and I just make jokes or shit. I don't know. But yeah, I spend a lot of time thinking about like the stock market, finance, oil prices.
Man.
When I'm doing solo podcasts, a lot of it is like me talking about finance and like how stand-up's not working out for me.
We need to get you like something interesting, not stock market.
Dude, stock market is fucking interesting.
What about like a snake? Could you get a snake?
No.
Are you afraid of snakes? I think you do good with a snake. You don't have any furniture in here. You could just let the snake roam around.
I might be afraid of snakes, but I don't think so.
Like a non-venomous and non-threatening snake.
I wouldn't want one. I don't even want a dog.
What about a lizard?
No, they're worse.
What about a fish?
I've had a fish before.
You ate it?
It died.
What about a bird?
I didn't eat it. No, I fucking hate birds. I'm afraid of birds.
You wouldn't, but like I'm just something. You should start dressing funky or something. You should wear like scarves or like fishnet.
I do. I have a bunch of Hawaiian shirts. I should probably start wearing those.
Be a wacky guy and wear Hawaiian shirts?
Or when it's hot. I don't know.
But we need to think of a new thing for Dorian. A look, an animal.
I don't have a look, dude.
Piercings. Did you pierced?
Yeah, but my ear pierced. My ear is pierced.
You ever wear anything?
I used to, and then I went for an interview one time, and I put it on the button where you open and close the car window. and I think I forgot about it, and I opened the window. And
What was it? What kind of earring?
Just like a stud,
Just like a silver stud.
yeah, with like the little barbell looking ones. I used to have like a fake diamond when I first got it.
Just
but-
one ear.
Yeah.
You're very 90s. Yeah. And you got it in the left ear too because you're not a.
They switch the rules all the time. I don't know.
I had both my ears pierced, and I used to wear it in the right ear.
You got gauges?
No, I kind
I
of
can see it, dude.
I got it pierced. Just like I just got it pierced at a bigger gauge than like what you do when you go to like fucking Claire's or whatever. You know.
I mean, mine's just a random. You got like the huge gauge, like you got the plastic.
Right, but you got like a piercing gun, I'm assuming, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine. I went to an actual piercing tattoo place,
Oh,
and I wanted to get it a little bit bigger. I don't know why. I guess maybe I thought I was gonna stretch my ears, but I
Yeah.
never really liked that look, and I never did.
One-sided gauge looks weird.
Yeah, it's weird when people fucking gauge one side. But no, I have both my ears pierced, and I stopped wearing them because of work. Like I have to take them out at work, so I just never put them, never put them back in. I mean, like I could get. I work in the deli, so they don't want you to wear jewelry or anything. But some people do. I could get away with it, but I just like.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like most people in comedy know me as what I am, and I feel like I can't stray far from that because I'll get roasted.
Really?
Like that's one thing I always think about in comedy is I'm always like.
But like having, but here's a rate. I don't think that's a huge change. Like if you start wearing suits and shit.
If I knew somebody like you right now, I had no idea you'd ear pierced. If all of a sudden you showed up with a fucking earring, dude, I would make fun of you all night long. When I didn't know you started smoking cigarettes, and you showed up one night and you're just like puffing on cigarettes.
I'm
I'm
probably
like,
gonna quit, maybe. Dude, the cigarette high is nice.
it's gonna wear off though. That's called being addicted, which is what the
That's
nicotine
why I
does
don't
to
do
you.
it every time. I don't do it all the time.
You're addicted, bro.
Dude, I think the camera's gonna shut off soon.
You look like a smoker. You smell like you. This place smells like smoke. Let's light up.
No. But anyway, anything else you want to go? That's gonna shut off at any moment now.
What do you mean, like in a second?
We're at 47 minutes and it
All
shuts
right.
off pretty soon.
Vote Trump. Vote Biden. Vote RFK. Vote Rick Caruso. I don't know. Just vote for everybody. Just get out.
Who should we don't vote for?
You should vote for everybody.
Yeah.
Vote no matter what. I've only voted once, but vote. You know.
Yeah. Can't anymore because you're a felon. Is that why?
Go back. No, I only voted for Obama the first time because I got caught up like in the hype. You know, like, yeah, it's an amazing moment in
Sounds
history.
like you regret it.
I don't regret it. I'm just saying I didn't put any thought into it. There was
He was the first president I voted for, dude.
But
I
you
just
were
wanna say-
you were old enough to vote for Bush.
No, I wasn't.
The second time you were. If you're
No,
my
I
age.
wasn't. No, I wasn't. I'm 35.
Oh, okay. I could have voted for Bush the second time.
I'm just saying the first time I voted, we got a black president. I'm a fucking hero.
And that's the only time you voted, or just the first time you
No, I
voted?
voted.
You voted every time since?
Yeah.
Look at you.
No, I didn't.
Doing your
I
patriotic
lied.
duty.
But anyway, you want to end this here? You want to do you
I
have
mean-
anything to promote?
Promote, fucking follow me on Instagram, Blood X Shower, Twitter, Blood X Shower, Blood X Shower. It's a Blade reference. You wouldn't get it because you're fucking into gay vampires and not cool vampires like me. You know, here's what I need from the people that listen to this. I need at least one post on my Instagram to get over 100 likes. I've never had anything get over 100 likes. And that's always been a goal of mine. And it's just never happened. And it really breaks my heart.
This is what you do. You post a picture of you and your girlfriend.
No, I've done that before. And those usually get a lot of likes, but not 100.
Oh, really? Well,
It's because she's black and people are racist. So
I'm not. I'll give you 2 likes if I could. But I can't. All right, man. Thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed that steak. Thank you guys for watching. Please listen and subscribe. Please. Please. Please, if I get more viewers on this, I could get like real people on this thing, okay? Like,
dude, I'm the
like
best.
a John Conroy or like
I'm the best guest you're ever gonna
or
have
like
on this
Shayna
thing.
if she gets even more popular.
When I blow up, you're gonna fucking put this on the internet and
Dude, I will. All right, that's it. Peace.